Let's see, I got a couple more tattoos now than I did then. I don't know. I don't. Yeah, I guess there's. I guess I'm. I have more experience, but I don't know that. I don't feel like I'm a different filmmaker. I just think it's because Dawn was such a. It was it was personal and fun. It was a great experience, and I really enjoyed the material, and I like that world, that zombie world. It's really so for me. It was a grueling film to make because we didn't have a lot of money, but as far as when you make a movie, I guess the things you like and the things you don't like, maybe they say, oh, well, you get more power when you make a successful film, so then you get to do what you want all the time, and that's not how it is. So it's odd in a movie like this, which is, I think the studio wasn't really aware of what we were doing, and so we were able to do some stuff, I think, that made it more personal, I guess. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. When nobody's looking, you can do some of the things you want to do.
Yeah, for sure. But I think, with this movie, for instance, there was a lot of, the tone is kind of particular, and I don't think the studio, they kept like, we need more jumps in the film. And I'd say, well, okay, it's not, yeah, okay, but don't you like the other parts? It's kind of fun, to be in the zombie world. It's not all about the jumps. And they are like, but people like jumps. And I was like, okay.
How does it differ, and can you give specific examples to your Superman movie?
Yeah, the studio wants more jumps, so they were like, if there's a way we can get more jumps than that. So in a way, it's the same. We have the same debate.
So he jumps?
No, he never jumps.
So is it Zod or zombie? Is it general zombie?
You guys need to stop.
Okay. All right. Now you mentioned.
Yeah, ask him a question.
So I saw Avengers, and I was just thinking, are you going to have like a scene at the end after the credits? Is there anything?
No, we don't. First of all, we don't do that.
I think Darkseid would be fantastic.
A musical number.
A musical number. That would be fun at the very end.
I have to say it was really exciting meeting you, and I'm very sorry that we're never going to get to talk again.
They actually literally met in the green room, right? I think you guys met before. Or the Kryptonite room, as we call it. So, you mentioned issue 99.
Yeah, let's talk about issue 99.
It's quite an accomplishment to get to 100 issues. And
Cheating,
I know, we're not there yet, man. Come on.
And you started in, what year was it, 2003 also?
2003, yeah.
So that's interesting that you guys were both on your initial zombie journey.
I actually, I have to say, we started working on The Walking Dead like right around the time 28 Days Later was released.
Right.
And so we got a big jump from that. But then, like a year later, it was Dawn of the Dead and Shaun of the Dead. And I think that really put a big spotlight on zombies, which I think really worked out for me. So it was pretty awesome. Thanks, dude.
That's cool. You should do a Superman thing. People are going to start to take notice of, what's the name? Yeah, Superman. They're going to, maybe in the future.
You know what you said.
Yeah.
He's going to be the next Batman.
He could be. He's similar.
So, have we derailed this enough?
Oh no, this is where we live. We like this.
Okay.
We're good. What about for you guys growing up? The Romero movies, or what were some of the zombie things, or horror in general that you enjoyed, or would consider maybe like a North Star influence?
I see you looking at me. I mean, Romero is obviously a huge influence on what I've done with The Walking Dead. Horror-wise, I actually was not allowed to watch horror films for a really long time, which I think is why I'm such a sissy. I was actually allowed to rent a horror movie like every year on Halloween. That was the only time I was ever allowed to watch a horror movie, and so every year I either got Hellraiser or Hellraiser 2.
You went back and forth?
Pretty much. I don't think the third one was that good, but
I think they just made another one, didn't they?
I think there's like 9.
Yeah.
Oh, there's like 12 of them. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot. But so yeah, I actually didn't get into like horror stuff really until high school. So and which is I'll tell an anecdote to fill time so we don't talk about Superman. I have a son who's 6 and a daughter who's 3, and because I didn't watch like the Friday the 13th movies until I was like 17, I watch them and I'm like, what is this? Like, this dude's running, and I don't really, this isn't scary, this isn't cool, like, this is just kind of hokey. Like, what's going on? And so I just don't really enjoy those movies as much as I wish I did. Right. And so I'm going to make my kids watch them when they're like 10.
Way scarier.
Yeah, I don't even think I'm going to tell them. I'm just going to be like, just watch this with me. Your mom's, she's on a trip or something. Don't worry, don't worry. Don't tell her when she comes back.
That's like, for you, I know that you loved comics. I know that you loved heavy metal. You and I have talked a lot about the influence of that on you. Was there a strong horror component in your...
I mean, other than just, I think, like The Thing and movies like that, I think were really, influential for me in sort of The Shining, whatever. Like, I can remember those movies really, Alien, yeah. Those movies really fucking me up, in a good way, I guess. But yeah, I think that, and of course, Romero, having created a genre and in a weird way, a world that, kind of it's kind of unique, and that even no matter what, when you go in there, you gotta have to kind of go, yeah, we acknowledge it, that it's a sort of Romero world. We're just kind of passing through it, which is
those 12-issue limited series. And same with
who would be easier to fight, George Romero or Alan Moore?
I'll take George there. Alan's got those metal things. Yeah, exactly. Certainly, or he'll cast a spell on you for sure. That is not. I don't mess with any of that stuff.
I asked him about your movie, and he said he would be spitting venom on your movie for months. That was the quote. And I was like,
for months? That seems like not a long time. I thought it would be like for eons or something more epic than months.
I didn't know he had venom. How does he produce this venom?
No, didn't he say, though, isn't it that, I'm trying to remember, the way he described the magic that he possesses is through, because he's able to create words that in 1,000 years people will still read, and therefore he kills your immortal soul, because if he, through his words...
What I do.
I'm only in trouble for months. I don't know what. After that, I guess I'm off. And that was a long time ago. I think I'm...
The venom is worn off by now.
Yeah, I'm 100% the clear.
But with that, you had to... I mean, it takes a certain amount of audacity to take that project on.
I didn't know at the time that there was going to be this venom issue.
Or the immortal magic.
Exactly. So,
but
had I known, I probably would not have wasted those months. Or
soaking.
Yeah, soaking in the venom.
Which did you find more strident and alarming? Zombie fans or Watchmen?
Zombie fans, for sure. No, for 100% sure. I feel like the Watchmen fans are, you can reason with them. When they have you in an alley, and you can talk your way kind of out of it if you.
You live a very violent life.
No, you dragged me in. But zombie fans are certainly much more. They're, especially before the movie came out, and we were just talking about what the movie would be, and we were remaking Dawn of the Dead. It was pretty intense. So yeah, I don't like to.
Do you prefer running zombies or slow zombies?
You mean shamblers or runners?
Shamblers or runners.
Yes, if you want to get technical.
No, I'm just saying, yeah.
You know what? I don't have a preference. I love the show. I love Walking Dead. I love the show.
I don't have a preference either.
You don't?
No, I'm serious. Well, seriously, like I know there, sometimes get some flack for the running zombies, but the thing is there's room for all kinds of zombies.
I feel like
zombies in your movie are totally goddamn awesome. So I feel like we should stop,
That's a healing beacon.
Yeah, it is a summit.
But I get it too, because every now and then we have a zombie in Walking Dead that's getting a little too fast.
Oh yeah.
You know, whatever.
People are like on the forums, what the fuck?
He had some ground to cover. Like, we had to speed him up. Like, I don't know what you want.
That's good.
With The Walking Dead,
I'm just going to see if I can make this as awkward as possible.
No, it's cool.
this is not even close.
Yeah, this is great.
Should have been here for Warren Beatty last year. Was anybody here for Warren Beatty last year? He's still in the hallway. He's still got the paper cup and he's still talking. I'm not sure.
So he's not coming back.
No, he's still here. I mean, he won't go home. I don't know what's wrong in his house, but he won't go there. He stayed for 2 hours.
Really?
My daughter's like, I can't take it anymore. I'll be in the car, and we left, and he's still there.
It was like performance art. He was just trying to see how many people would stay. Is that what it was?
Yeah. Well,
He's an artist.
he is an artist. With the voices of the characters on The Walking Dead, one of the interesting things about a TV show is that there's the cast and the script and then the creators, and that triangle changes as time goes on. The aims of the show and the portrayals. Have you found that has affected the book in any way? I mean, have characters changed because of the way they resonate on the show?
Not really. I have a really hard and fast rule to try and make sure that the comic doesn't change because of the show, because I feel like the comic existed for a long time before the show, and I would be doing a disservice to myself if I changed the way I did anything. So, I still kind of make up as I go along and let's see my pants, and I don't try very hard. That's a joke. But no, I mean, I don't know. I think I'm getting better as a writer from working on the show, because I'm learning a lot of stuff that I should have known a long time ago. I'm constantly in the writer's room, and they're like, well, that's this rule, and this is how you do a story, and this character is supposed to behave this way. And I'm like, what? Really? Like, that's a thing? And then I start thinking about it, I'm like, well, that makes sense. That's really cool. And hopefully, because of that, it's making the comic a little better. But, not so much. So, I don't know.
You put the characters through such hell. There was one day you found yourself weeping at your keyboard, is that right?
What? Don't bring these kind of things up. No.
Come on.
But now I know how he feels. No, yeah, I mean, a lot of people think that I'm, cut that guy's out, this is going to be awesome, and, let's kill some more babies, sweet. Fair amount of babies die in the comic. We haven't gotten a lot of baby death on the show yet, but it's coming.
There's a commercial.
I'll watch that.
Every now and then I'm writing a scene and I tear up, because I'm killing somebody I've been writing for 30 issues, or, and something bad's happening, and I cry a lot, I'll be honest with you. Just all kinds of, anything can make me cry. So, I cried watching 300. It's just so beautiful. But yeah, I tear up sometimes. I tear up sometimes when I'm, writing stuff.
Sure.
Shut up.
I think it's beautiful.
I'm gonna start crying right now.
And Zack, for you, you mentioned a little bit about the shoot on Dawn. That was your directorial debut. How would you describe sort of that experience for you? Did you feel like you really kind of had a pretty good grip on things, or was it fresh chaos every day in your mind?
I mean, I think it's a little common. It's you don't know what is going to happen, so it was pretty cool. I mean, Matt Leonetti, the guy who was the director of photography on the movie, was a veteran and made a million movies. And super cool guy. And he said to me about, I don't know, maybe about halfway through the shoot, he took me aside and he said, "Listen, they can't fire you now." And I was like, "What?" He goes, "It's fine. It's fine. You can fuck with them now. It's really, they can fire you, but it's super hard." And I said, what are you talking about?" And he said, "No, you're on schedule and you're doing everything they ask." And he goes, "No, fuck them now. Just go. It's time for you to just have fun. Just do what you want." Because
Bill Murray and Cash.
It was great. By the way, it was a little bit of, and I said, "Oh, cool, okay." And of course, the studio came like about a week later and said, "What the fuck are you doing up here? You need to get your shit together and quit shooting all this crazy crap. You need to make the movie." And I was like, "Oh, sorry." Matt said, "Go nuts."
He's gone. Can't find him.
No, yeah, but no, it was there. But honestly, there was a liberating moment when I realized, where you do realize that, okay, I know when they give you a piece of advice that you realize is crap. And you go, well, okay, I'm not, maybe I am as smart as these guys, and maybe like my ideas are valid and maybe it's going to be cool. Because up to that point you think, okay, this is a disaster and, I don't know how I talked them into this. So there's that moment where you can really start to then, it really becomes, fun and you really have an experience. And I think that when that moment, that goes a long way to the movie being at least personal. I think that's the best bit.
Yeah, definitely. And then there's been I know at different points you would consider going back to zombies as a.
Yeah, we wrote a script and we were gonna actually we wrote this cool zombie thing and we were gonna do it. Matthias was gonna direct it, the guy who directed the thing, and then. Actually, we were getting ready to do it in the studio. We wanted to do this really big budget zombie thing, like really say, okay, how far can we take this genre in the studio? They said yes, but they really said yes at a certain price point, and I felt like we couldn't deliver the movie that we promised them for that, and so we all agreed that maybe we should wait and try it some other time.
Sure.
But it was pretty. I think it was going to be fun.
Yeah.
Don't show me up, man.
No, I'm not going to do it. That's why.
People like my show now.
I like your show. Oh, now I could draft off of that show. I'll be like, a lot of people are into this. I'll just go back into the studio and go, have you seen this?
The speed walk.
Yeah, Walking Dead thing. It's pretty awesome. So, what do you think? Maybe the budget can go.
Now, I think the season 2 finale was the highest rated basic cable drama episode in history.
Underwater.
Exactly.
There's stipulations. Yeah.
But that must have been, I'm sure there's been a series of moments where you kind of said, wow, look at the way this thing's going. That must have been one of them for you.
Yeah, I honestly don't understand it. But no, it's crazy and it's awesome. It's a lot of fun knowing that everybody in the cast and the crew and everybody are working as hard as they're working and that people are actually responding to it. And knowing that people are actually enjoying it is really gratifying. But I honestly I can't imagine that many people doing that. That's just bizarre to me.
And then, with Frank Darabont's departure, I know that there was clearly turbulence and questions. How does that success the success of that finale, that shows quite a journey from that point. You guys really sort of stabilized it in an interesting way.
Yeah, I think that really is a testament to Glenn Mazzara's skill and talent for being able to come in under all that turmoil and just be able to go, oh, okay, we're making a show. Here's how we're making a show. Here we go. Because he really hit the ground running and was like, you're working on a script. You're working on a script. I'm going to set. You do this. I'm talking to actors. I'm doing that. And it was really funny for me because I was working with him in the writers' room, before that happened, and it was like, oh, hey Glenn, what's going on? Oh, it's cool. How you doing? How are your kids? What's up? And then the next day it was like, hey, what's up? Gotta go. And I was like, whoa, where'd this guy come from? So he really kind of turned into a drill sergeant and really kind of made the show happen. And you can really tell that his S.H.I.E.L.D. sensibility, because he worked on the S.H.I.E.L.D. with Sean Ryan, really kind of came into the show midway through the second season, and I think that's why everything got more intense and it was a lot more faster paced, and there was a lot of cool stuff, and it was really his flavor just kind of getting worked into the show.
And then
I had something to do with it. I'm not gonna lie.
It's going good. It's going really good actually. I'm just cutting right now and it's.
Can we watch it?
Yeah. All right, guys.
Surprise!
Yeah. That would be a big surprise.
That's hilarious. No, I don't have it, to be honest. No, but it is going really
Can
well.
we get it? These people will wait.
Yeah, we'll wait here.
Oh, wait here.
Yeah.
Oh, run to get it? Oh, okay.
Okay, like, where's the Warner lot?
Yeah, they locked
Close
us. Yeah,
I think
yeah,
Warner
they locked
Brothers has
us.
snipers.
You have a
I know
key.
there's Nolan does.
Honestly, I don't know. No, but no, it's going really well. Actually, it is going really well. We're really excited. I'm really excited about it, and it's fun to work on. It's gigantic and crazy stuff. Yeah.
Terrific. And then,
I can't believe I just said that.
that's why.
That's a spoiler alert, right? Gigantic and crazy, is that?
It's being parsed right now. See this guy, look, he's Googling. Everybody's Googling.
Everybody.
Superman movie is gigantic.
And crazy.
Oh my God. People at Warner Brothers are sweating right now. He said what?
Yeah, Robin else on the phone. When Walking Dead,